Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Raw Cloud. Today, I have some notes for you guys. I did want to speak briefly before I begin these notes, but really don't know where to begin. Um, there are some good things, and of course, you guys are seeing a lot of other things going on as well with this new management, this new administration team that's going on. I can say that you guys have been with me for a while. You know how I bring information about how timelines work. Um, with these two timelines kind of intertwined with each other, um, there will be what I would like to say contractions going on within the timelines. You'll have good moments, you'll have bad moments, you'll have moments where you just don't understand what's going on. Um, I want to put it in a perspective that females would probably relate to how timelines are, but I want to put it into like how contractions work with females being pregnant and about to give birth. You ladies know that you know how your bodies function with having contractions. Um, they hit you pretty hard. Some contractions are like brutal, and then some you can bear. Well, with these timelines are the same thing. You'll have rest periods where you can breathe and relax, and then other moments you're gonna have these contractions with these timelines where you'll see things that you really don't want to deal with, and how things are going with the country. That's how these timelines are pretty much intertwined between light and dark. Um, where you'll see Trump doing some good things, and then you'll see him doing some bad things. These are two timelines, like I said, between light and dark, intertwined with each other. And as we work with the human collective, we have to, kind of stick with the human collective. That way, you don't get intertwined with the dark agendas, and we fall victim to being pulled into those dark timelines. So that's what I've done. I've decided to work with the human collective, navigate us through what we're seeing, and then because we are like pieces of the puzzle. I don't have all of the information, but this person may have the information. My team members um, within the military may have part of the information. Higher white hats may have part of the information, and even you guys will get my attention and show me things for me to look at. And like I said, we all are, doing our role. And I know sometimes we get a little heated, we get caught up within the moment. But try to stay heart centered. Try to keep your head on. It is not as bad as people may think it to be. Um, like I said, we can get pulled into the Luciferians trying to do nice things to appease us, to get us to drop our guard, um, and kind of give more consent for them to do things that is not in your eyes. Um, they would do things from behind the scene. You have to understand that with this new management team, they are going to be finding fraud. Um, but where the real fraud is where the money is. The billionaires have committed the fraud it's like top down. They will hire lower people under them that will keep certain things in check for them, so that they don't have to get their hands tied within doing the dirty work. So they hire people, they pay people to do the dirty work for them. Uh, well, at some point, with us having this expansion of consciousness and all of this dark stuff that had been going on, the karma has to be collected. It has to be paid. So that's what you're seeing now, is that this karma is being paid because it has to. Um, because the conscious level is rising, the frequency level is rising, and they have to start pulling up their own weeds that they cause to grow. So they're not uh, necessarily doing us any favors. To be honest, what you're seeing, if you're seeing a lot of positive things behind this administration, they're not doing it necessarily to get us to believe that they are the good guys. They are not. And like I said in my first interview on Journey to Truth podcast, is that you're looking at the lesser two evils. No, they're not as dark as the cabal, but they are two serpent lines. Okay, um, they are still Luciferians, and they are throwing the smaller fish under the bus to appease us, but it's not like what you think. It really isn't. And a lot of, like I said, I'm not going to be calling out the light workers because they don't get um, to do these time jumps with us. And they're only going off the information that is provided to them that they can see. Okay. So they're not time traveling into the future. They're not seeing what, as far as we go down, as far as we go up into the future, they're not doing that. So I understand, it'd be not right for me to call them out if they don't have the correct information, and they're going by what they see. They're thinking because this administration is pulling out the weeds that the cabal did cause, but they also are a part of some of those weeds that they have done as well. So you have the cabal, and then you have the Luciferians. Um, their hands are not clean as well. So, and they are more into the Atlantis, the SS Dark Fleet type thing. That's who they are. So let me get into the notes. I have obtained information on what's going on behind the government workers being fired. Elon has equipped an AI to specifically target individuals within the government private sector. Now, you have a private sector that this AI was originally designed to go in. So when Elon was doing all of that hidden work that you guys didn't know about, he was equipping within behind the scenes. He was implementing the AI that work almost like how. Let me just get to the notes, and then you'll begin to understand how he's actually functioning from behind the scene. This AI is designed much like an AI or algorithm within within social media platforms. So it's just like the algorithm, the AI that monitor comments, monitor videos, um, and will determine whether, you know, that video or your comment is appropriate. So it's working almost like that. Okay. It targets individual based off of their performance within the private job sector. This AI needs data pertaining to your job performance. When it has obtained enough data, it will determine whether you are fit to keep your job. Okay, now I will say this in their defense. As of right now, this AI is kind of working on behalf of humanity for right now. It is trying to find fraud, meaning that a lot of these government jobs have been committing fraud. Okay, so they have been committing fraud. There's a lot of people that are not really there, but they're on the books. Um, they are non-existent. So what Trump is saying, that's true. That's absolutely true. What he is saying right now, they're trying to determine and get these workers to come out and state what have they done within the past week. So this AI is uh, trying to benefit humanity for right now. Okay, I think bottom line, like later on, it's a test run for more control, and it's going to go not only within that sector, it's going to go into the human sector, and will determine whether we're fit to keep our jobs as well. So I think it's benefiting humanity right now, but it's a Trojan horse. Anything that Elon is doing, in my opinion, will be a Trojan horse. You can't ignore the red flags, okay? Because we painted this. Like I said, you can go back 6 months and saw the information that I was providing, uh, and I was giving you guys timelines that a lot of the things that they're doing now will happen, and it did. It started happening where you can see what's going on, and so let me just get back to the notes. Okay, most of these federal jobs, there are individuals getting paid for virtually doing absolutely nothing. Also, there are individuals that do not exist at all that are, you guys are paying, getting taxed for people that don't even exist within the federal government. Like these people really do not exist. So a lot of our money is going towards people. You can call them ghosts. Um, they are non-existent within um, the federal departments. So, but there are some people that this AI is getting wrong as well. So it's not a perfect AI. There are people that this AI is flagging and asking people to write up what they've done within the past week. So, and like I said, it is, to me, it's a Trojan horse. But a lot of this stuff, it has to come out. You guys have to see it, and then you have to determine what timeline you really want to be on, as far as with these Luciferians um, and their Trojan horse methods. people are really the white hats are doing some work from behind the scene, but they are standing back because mankind needs to see what's going on. Like the only time the white hats are going to step in is if human beings are going to be hurt within this process. But a lot of people are going to have to lose their jobs behind these Luciferians and revolt against. A lot of people are going to have to, do like they've been doing, protest when they have lost their jobs. This is all about you guys, all of us coming together as one human race and saying enough is enough with the illusion of this government structure trying to help or give the illusion that they're helping us. This is another system that is being implemented. This is an AI system, and I'm going to leave you guys links. Legitimate. I'm going to leave you guys a link here on YouTube, one link, and then I'm going to leave you two links on Rumble. Now, you guys know, I don't want to call him out again because I've already discussed who he is, what he represent, and what military he has an office in. But when I got taken that time, this particular individual thought that he can get into my mind and program me. And you guys know, proximity with me is very vital for, like, if you're an evil type person, if you come in proximity of me, I'm already in your head, or those that I can analyze you very quickly and determine your angle. But you guys know that when they took me, I'm just gonna say his last name, Greer. When he took me uh, and thought that he could program me, that didn't work. So, and I told you guys before, my eyes are the council eyes, just like with the military. So they really fucked up when they did that because they thought that that I was just any type of guy that they can do this to. No, I am trained for this. I've been breaking programming for a long time now. Um, so in this link, you're gonna hear. This link right here is like one of the best links I'm gonna leave you guys because it have a lot of information that I really want you guys to have. Like this one right here is golden. Okay, so get that link, listen to it now. It's almost 3 hours. Listen to all of it because it's gonna tell you everything that's going on right now. This video is 4 years old. So whoever is giving me links, like, I don't, when I tell you guys what's going on, I don't doubt my information, but other white hats, because I like to be, I like to have more sources that I can give you. I don't just like to give you guys my information and let you run with it. I want to give you, I want to paint um, this picture that we all doing this together. So I want to give you another source, and it's going to line up with everything that I've been telling you, especially when they try to take me. Well, this person tried to take me and really fucked up on that end because I know he's sweating right now. He's really sweating behind that. They thought that they can wipe my mind. And you're going to hear that what I said was legit because he is a programmer. And I wish that I can get this video to Carrie Cassidy so that she could, have more information about, you know, her little rival, Greer. He's a programmer. You're here. Just listen to the whole damn um, video. It's really good. And for those that are helping me, sending me, allowing these links to just pop up, they pop up in my feed. Like somebody out there is really helping me line this stuff up for you guys, and I really appreciate that. You, Earth has a lot of help. Like you guys are way more loved than what you think. You're not in this by yourself, okay? But we have to be free from this reptilian deception, this archonic deception. We have to be free. This game, it has to end. Okay, let me see where I'm at. Okay, so there's definitely a scam going on, but we've known this for decades now, and we have. You guys knew that the government had been scamming us from the get go. Come on, they scammed our grandparents, they scammed our parents, and now they're scamming us. The government has never, like I said before, has never given us anything to uplift our life, but but they have taken more than they have given. And I'm talking about millions upon millions upon millions of taxpayer money. It's all the whole government structure is one big scheme. Okay, it really is. So with Trump and Elon going in, trying to pull these weeds out, well, they caused a lot of the weeds too because they've been a part of this. They are billionaires, so they at the top. They've been a part of this scam. Okay, so it's only right that they start pulling out the karma that they all caused um, over decades. Okay, and it's been a family bloodline tradition to do this to human beings. So they are not um, without their own faults within the government structure. So, but they want us to believe this. This isn't any new discovery. But as I said before, the white hats and the black hats sometimes have to sit down and work on behalf of the country. And this is what's going on. Like I said before, a lot of people might not like that because they feel that the white hats may get infiltrated. But sometimes we do have to sit down and discuss some things that need to be aired out or fixed on either side. It That's just how it is, guys. Sometimes we do have to sit down and talk and air some things out um, to benefit the country. Okay, we can't let it just fall apart. Okay, because it benefits no one. The white hats are doing this for humanity, and the black hats are doing it for themselves. Um, they don't want the country destroyed. Neither side want the country total, um, in shams. So, but the black hats are doing some good things um, for their benefit. The Illuminati government is watching your awakening process. They are worried you will revolt against them and win back your freedom. When they when they claim to have fraud, this is true. Fraud has always been committed within the government structure, but they are not telling. Let's see where I'm at. I'm sorry, guys. You know how this vision of mine is. Okay. Okay. All right. I got my spot. Okay. But what they are not telling you is most of the fraud is top down from billionaires like themselves, which they will never show you fraud. They're not going to show their hand. Okay. Um, they're going to keep one hand behind their back, the hand that's always been dirty, while you guys are looking at the hand that is clean and they're pointing over there. So you have to understand that these guys paint so much illusion to the American people to appease them, you know, to make themselves look like the good guys. And you know, like I said, Hitler did the same thing. Hitler did the same thing. He had people that really believed in him, but he would, uh, if you didn't join him, if you went against his plan, he would have you killed. Like he would really have you killed, and you wouldn't even know uh, what was the purpose. You know, these guys are really slick, man. I'm telling you. And in that link, you're gonna hear about the Hitlers. Okay, you're gonna hear about the Hitlers. Like I said, it is really good. Again, I ask people not to fall for the illusion of this matrix system. Watch out for them offering you money because we're getting word that they may try to once all of this stuff is said and done, they may try to offer you guys checks, money for reimbursement for the country, the taxpayers. So within this structure, within this matrix system, they are they can trick you. You got to read the fine print. So anytime somebody's offering you money, if you do take that money, pray over that money, okay, and break any hidden contracts that they may have laced with that money or with the check. Pray over it. Break any contracts that may bind you spiritually to of taking that money. Okay, so you got to understand how the archons work, how the Illuminati's work. Okay, they're into a dark magic. They know how it works. Okay, yeah. Refund money could be laced with money magic, hidden contracts. Like I just said, you know, these contracts are real. You know, this is how they do contracts with the the music industry and with Hollywood. You know, you accept money, then there are hidden contracts. Um, you don't read the fine print. They're not going to tell you anything like that. Even when it comes to shaking people's hand, you know, you have to be really careful with, you know, especially strangers. Um, give them a fist pump, but I wouldn't recommend shaking a stranger's hands because there could be contracts within that hand and you agreeing to something that you have no idea what you're doing. So in Lucifer or Satan, they all go by many names. So within this system of duality, um, God do allow this type of thing to go on because we supposed to be moving uh, like spiritually. We supposed to have that high spiritual knowledge of how things work, and we supposed to have that intuition of when we come into proximity of people, we should be able to read their energy, and that's what I do. I read people energy. I know who uh, may be trying to test me in many ways, and I've had this where I talk to you guys about how comrades that we have trained within, they some of them can turn out to go against um humanity, and they turn traitor to our military group, and they will steal information like how it was within that underground base, and how this guy who reminds me of Captain America stopped him from stealing a symbol, an artifact out of the one of our libraries within that base. Well, I have this one particular individual, and I know that this person is reptilian. I know this person is reptilian, and we worked together with the military group. Um, but this person here have been giving me signs that you know they want to like red flags are coming up with this person. I don't want to go directly into it, so I'm kind of covertly walking around this because we're watching this individual because this particular individual could be an agent, and is supposed to be from our group, but they will test. They have given me red flags that they want to test me in so many ways. I have to watch my word, but I want to tell you guys the truth. Uh, but they pretend to be like a comrade, and they are not with this person. Only one person. Like I said, I'm here to navigate, guys. I'm here to navigate and help you guys through this particular matrix system. Once I've done my job and I did it to the fullest, and I've been honest and open with you guys. I want out. I'm I'm gonna be just like Jesus, man. I'm going back to the upper realm, and I'm done with this human existence. This human existence is hard work. It's really hard work, especially when you get humans that are so enveloped with not growing their conscience and just allowing the system to take them anywhere that they will the system want to take them. It's not, they have given their free will away. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is with most humans here. That's why they treat each other so badly. That's why egos are out of whack with people. Yeah, so like I said, pray over the money, breaking all contracts that will bind you to any nefarious deeds within that money magic system. Guys, I want you all to understand the events that are unfolding is God given. This is the ascension. Like when you really look at it, guys, and this is why I don't want you guys to look at it in a negative way, because this is the ascension process. This guy that's in the White House is supposed to be there. We are supposed to go through all of this. We're supposed to see all of this stuff. It's a part of the growth that we are going through. We are gonna be free. It's already won. You guys are gonna be in fifth density conscience state. Once all of this is said and done, once all of this the energies are worked out, you guys are gonna walk away being the victory, having the victory over this matrix system. It's already been written. We just have to see it, accept it, and work with that. Okay, and clear all of that bad energy out. Yeah, so like I said, we're gonna have to endure a lot of the things, and that's what it is. We're only gonna endure it. Okay, don't be a victim of it. Okay, um, you can be a part of our protesting, because it helps raise the conscience awareness of each individual, and that's working with the human collective. Okay, yes, taking responsibility of relieving yourselves from this government structure, which you faithfully thought was built upon democracy. This government structure, and like I said, guys, you guys know that the reptilians been here for a very long time. Is this their planet? No, it's not their planet. But they came here, um, and then they started to manipulate. They started creating hybrids to infiltrate the angelic human line. And it's just like what the Bible says is a lot of that stuff is correct. It really is correct, and we should always go by some of the lessons that are in the Bible, especially when it comes to the serpents and a lot of the things that are unfolding. So the Bible is correct in so many ways, in so many aspects. Um, so democracy was never um, for dictatorship to bring to us. Democracy is on an individual level, for the human race. It's not for any dictatorship to say, well, we're going to give you democracy. That's a trick. Okay. It's subtle controls that they will determine, and then they will start to take less and less of your democracy away as they pretend to build structures to give you democracy. You already had democracy before government even came into place. Okay, so all reptilian lies. It's all archons trying to control your ascension. Mankind has been tricked over and over. We have to put our faith. We shouldn't put our faith in dictatorship. An elected champion to play the role that we should have been doing ourselves. And this is true. So these reptilians have created a structure. Well, they only came up with the plans. We got tricked into building a control system for them that we are now having to understand that, all of these presidents, every single one of them, um, had been working with the negative ETs. Um, but at some point, they were telling us, trying to, I think, you know, some of them try to warn us in so many ways, and then some bad things happened to them once they went off their strip. You know, they had a role to play in helping these bad guys. And they're not human. The ones at the top, the very top, they're not human. But some of these guys, um, in the beginning, um, were threatened that if they ever spoke out, then harm will come to them or their family. And that's what happened to Kennedy. You know, that's exactly what happened. But Kennedy too was not a perfect guy. None of us are really are perfect people. But that's what the human experience is um, for us to see what it's like to be human, for us to make a lot of mistakes and then learn from them. But the human heart is always going to be the human heart, and what you do with that human heart will determine what side you are going to be on. And I think, Kennedy did want to, help mankind out. Um, I think most of them, the ones that are not hybrids of the reptilians, um, I think they once they found out about what was going on, they uh, they really wanted to help, and some harm came to them, or they got snatched up from and were threatened of what they found out. So this is why I'm not for this structure. It's too infiltrated by the bad guys. They have their hybrids in there. Um, and these hybrids are very telepathic. They can speak through you. They can manipulate you. They're very their IQs are off the chart, and they are playing their role out. So that's one thing that we have to keep in mind of how this world is truly infiltrated. But there is a cleanup. Like I said, we do have a lot of help here, and this world is being cleaned up by some very good beings that can meet these other beings at their level. This is a lesson for humanity to endure, to grow and learn from. It's our role always to unite. No one can do this for us. No false leadership, no government structure. It is our job as human beings. Come together as one human collective consciousness. Take back your consent. to be ruled over. You can't reach ascension with someone you have given your free will to be ruled over. And this is true. Um, that is so true. You give your consent to be ruled over. It kind of stopped your ascension from happening, um, or it slows it down until you stand back up into who you are and what your mission is here. And it goes right back to understanding that anything that we participate that cause division, if it causes division of the human collective, like red and blue, those are tricks that archons play over this particular matrix system. It is to divide, okay, and we can't ascend doing that. You know, you can't reach ascension giving your free will away and blaming each other. You can't go into fifth density doing that. There is no way you can go into fifth density being divided. You have to first stand up in your own free will, first know who you are as a spiritual being, and then work with the heart. Okay, unite and treat everybody with the same respect that you want for yourself. You can't play victim. You know, blaming the Democrats for this, blaming the Republicans for that. That's all tricks of the matrix. Because both sides, if they really cared about humanity, both sides will say, let's cut the bullshit and come together and work on the benefit of humanity. But the whole structure is not for the benefit, it's to divide and conquer, to keep you off track. And that's exactly what it was designed to do. And it's been doing that ever since. So it's not about democracy. No person in a dictatorship can give you your democracy. It is already there. It's already with you. It's the same thing with your free will to choose your path. And no government should be doing this. And like I told you before, I've seen this done on other planets where positive royal families, this one female I talked about, I don't know if she was a queen or just, but she had higher royal status. And she asked us to come in. She asked for help. And that's what we did. And there was a reptilian ambassador that these kings and queens would meet. He I don't really know this dude job, but he was there to report, um, go in and see what was going on, seeing and report back to these the Orions or the Dracos. But I was there to gather intel, and I know sometimes we're not going to always have to fight these reptilians. It's best to go in and see how they're working and just lay low and then report back what we see to the council. And then we'll know how to better help, other people on the planet. And this is what we're trying to do. This is what the council want for humans here. We want to bring everybody up into this galactic community. Um, and give you once you win your freedom back, once you release your shackles of this government structure, uh, the alliances here can work better with. They're already working with the positive beings out there. They're already doing that, but they want to bring humanity into this as well, like with the Navy Alliance and the and Earth Alliance. They're already working with the positive beings, but until we get this little mess squared away here, uh, and humanity finally say, you know what, this isn't working out for us. Uh, we no longer want to be slaves to this reptilian government structure. Like I said, guys, they have their face on the money. It's hidden. Um, the Twin Towers was planned to be taken down. It was absolutely, they printed that on the money as well. You fold the money, and it gives you this progression of how the tower will come down. So it's all planned. They all plan this shit out. Both sides do it. The Democrats at the top and the Republicans at the top. Both sides do this shit. So they're not your. They're not here for you. Yeah. So you got to take your consent back to be ruled over. We gave them the power that they have now. It all came from you. It all came from every individual on the planet. It doesn't matter what country you live in, what part of the world you're at. Human beings gave these bastards the power that they have now. Even like right down with the money, your blood, sweat, and tears gave them, made them rich. And most of the money that you gave them, they stole it. They stole the money. And then each and every one of us that are taxpayers pay way more than what these fucking billionaires pay. They all are scammers. They all are con artists. Every last one of them. And then they play with your intelligence. They play with your emotions. And it's all smoke and mirror. It's games that they play. But like I said, until humanity wake up from the bullshit that they put in front of you, uh, because it is a conscious thing. You take back your power, you take back your planet, and then these positive ones can remove them. They absolutely can remove them. This is our planet. It is your planet. It is your future. Yeah, so star seeds that stay on their path, their mission is not always easy. People will tend to go into victim mentality or might even not believe what they are seeing. And this is true. People, when you give them information, sometimes it can be so far out there um, that they tend not to believe, or it's just too much for them to handle. But like I said before, when I was giving you guys information, this was it was years in the making, and I had to slow some of the information down just so these timelines can catch up to it, uh, so that you guys would be like, well, Raw, you said that this was going to happen and it didn't. Well, everything that I said was going to happen. It did. Uh, Did I want it to happen? No. But like I said, when we do jumps, um, there's many probabilities. So what we can determine is the ones that's going to be a little bit more solid, um, and we line those up. We line them up, like with the once these guys once you win your freedom back, I think their last attempt will be to try to do this the fake alien invasion. Well, it's not going to be fake because they have certain beings that will come in and do that type of scenario. Um, I really don't know what they get out of it, by doing this, because if they do, they're going to be met with the Galactic Federation councils, and they're not going to be ready for that. They're really not, man. So, and a lot of people thought that the mantis being were going to be a part of that, some type of insectoid beings, and I did see a type of insectoid beings doing this in one of those probabilities. I talked about that could happen with these particular beings. So, but that would be the only card that they can pull out, um, because I don't see them quietly submitting defeat, even though it's already they already been defeated. You guys are protesting. A lot of people are protesting. They see what ICE really is. It is a Nazi organization at the top. You always got to go to the top. If you want the truth, you go where all the money is, and then you go to the top. You go top down. You do it the way that the pyramid scheme is ran. You go to the top, and that's where you're going to see who's behind all of this and who's behind it. They're not human. They're not human at all. Some of them have created hybrids to walk among us, but there are levels to that deception. Okay, this is your wake up call. Humanity, you must address this because it is right at your front door for most of you. And I just talked about, the ICE immigration. It isn't what you think. Guys, do not fall victim of these people that are leading false narratives. And there's a lot of people out there leading false narratives. And I've seen some of these people with the YouTube channel. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to call this guy out. I'm not going to call him out. Um, but I know his angelic form. He is a part of the same team. From a higher angelic perspective, I worked with this guy. I've worked with him. He has an angelic form, but here in his human life, he's doing his job as a light worker, but he's not connecting the dots. So he's only looking at the cosmetic part of what's going on, and he's thinking that uh, this particular Trump is uh, benefiting humanity. This particular Trump is not benefiting humanity. The Trump that he is talking about is not benefiting humanity. So he's looking at that this Elon. He even think Elon is a good guy, and I'm like, how can you do? How can you not see what Elon really is? And he know all about the black hats and the white hats, but he has become a damn YouTuber, and he's getting paid now for his channel. So, and I look at all of this, I look at all of these things and I analyze it. And I'm saying, okay, we do have a problem with light workers and light warriors not being able to put all of the pieces together. And like I said before, I can't, I'm not going to fault them for not being able to do this because they have their role, even though we work from a higher perspective. But when we come into these human uh, bodies and then start to do work, the illusion is so damn thick here. It is so thick that if you don't use all of your psychic skills, if you don't train your mind, then you're only going to read what's right there in front of you. And you can't just stop there. You can't stop there. You got to peel back all of the layers because everything is so compartmentalized. And they keep it that way to throw light workers and light warriors off. They do this. Okay. He see that Elon, because even these bad guys, they have to show you who they are. They have to within this within the cosmic order. Uh, they have to show you, and if we give consent, then the galactic people cannot come in here and help us because they will tell you straight to your face that they're showing you who they are, and you're going along with it. Okay, Elon put the black hat on, so he had to show you who he was. He did the Nazi salute. He had to do that. They know how the game works. They know how it works. But for someone to be that high, and he is high up in the angelic line, just like I am, and just like a lot of you guys um, are really high in the angelic line. But we come down here, and then this illusion is so thick, guys. And these archons, they know how to write codes. These guys know how to write codes, and then if you don't know how to read these codes, then you'll fall asleep within this matrix system. So he's more or less a YouTuber now, and I got to see it for what it is with him. But I'm not gonna judge him because even though he's telling people, giving them, um, a lot of positive things, it's still gonna raise the vibrational frequency. It's gonna raise the frequency, but still, you you're telling people what they want to hear instead of telling them what they need to hear. And I don't tell people what they want to hear. I give people the truth. And then I don't just give you my truth. I'll My team will send me a link. Um, whether it's the Galactic Federation, whether it's the Navy Alliance, whether it's the White Hats, or even Source. Um, I'll get these links and it's right on time with the information that I want to provide to you guys. And it's a beautiful thing. And yes, I do sometimes need that extra validation. I mean, I do believe in myself. I don't. I don't. I used to feel like the information that I was providing was too much, and then my team would tell me, "Be who you are." You know, you're speaking from the heart, you're doing the right thing, you're doing your mission, so be yourself as you do this. Yeah, so guys, this link is going to be very important. Like I said, it's going to talk about a lot of things. It's almost 3 hours. Take your time with it. If you got to listen to it again, listen to it again, um, because it's only going to add to what you guys are coming into. I don't really want to drag this on. I do have a little bit more notes, but I'll pick that up because this video is now over an hour. So check out the link. I love, honor, respect all of you guys. Have a good day.